What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Good day, good evening, and good night. Welcome to Positive Rate. How are you guys doing? So I've got a bit of a guilty admission to make. My sister's visiting from Britain, or from Canada, I should say, from Canada. Yeah, we had a big catch up last night. Some of it was very positive, some of it was negative, but ultimately it was a good time. And I got a bit. Well, there was many beverages consumed. I'll say that much. And then we had a power cut this morning, so it was all fantastic. So I've got a combination of late starting because of power cut, and also I'm probably going to be a bit slow operating today as well. And even as we speak, I still can't get to the right. There we go. Hello. Yes, this is hungover Willy Connect. Welcome. Anyway, this is amazing. This airplane is just freaking nuts. I've had it out for 2 spins already. Oh, Nighthawk's disappeared. Where's he gone? Nighthawk, you still flying with us today? Anyway, so yeah, this thing is freaking nuts. It's so cool, and I'm going to show you inside. I mean, it's just. Look at this. I mean, just take it in. It is really, really cool. Anyway, so we're going to go from cold and dark. We're going to fly at a Tivat. It's as dark as Dark Views mentioned. It is not a typical airport they would try and fly out of. So we're going to have to make adjustments. And the way that we're going to do that is we're just doing it as a ferry flight. So how I treat this is, if we go to the payload, 2 secs, you can see our passengers, 5 passengers, and very little cargo, but just under 2 ton of cargo in total. So that's all we need for that. Yeah, don't forget to load only 10 passengers. Yeah, that's right. So fuel-wise, we're just doing instant today because it's going to take too long otherwise. So even then, even with an empty plane at 5 passengers, it's 26 ton. That's absolutely astounding. I can't believe it. So yes, right. So first thing we're going to do is put the battery on. We got 4 of them. Make sure those sim noises are up as well. And I'll pull the music down just a little bit as well. And because we are, it's pretty much a full tank on the 738, is it? Oh yeah, 26 ton. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's insane, absolutely insane. Okay, so the nav light can come on, and we'll get seatbelts going here. See if you can hear that noise yet. There it is. Okay, so open the APU flap. We should get an indication somewhere for that. Possibly because we don't have external power yet, so that's why. So we'll just hit the start button, and we'll arm the bleed so that kicks in when it's ready to go. Oh, Nighthawk's back. There he is. You don't think Tivat has that much fuel? Quite well for two A380s, though. That'd probably be the daily allowance. Yeah. Okay, see the exhaust coming out there? Yeah, absolutely. I know. Right, today QNH is 1020. Put that in. And we got this really cool checklist thing too, which I'm quite impressed with. So if I hit there, here's checklist. Yeah, it's a checklist, cockpit preparation. I love this. This is really cool. Very helpful. Gear pins and covers. Yeah, that's it. Fuel quantity is set. Seatbelts are on, and barrel is set as well. So we can just kind of back that. We can check through those, and that's the first one. And then we've got before start, which is what we're currently interested in. So we'll have that. Parking brake. Parking brake is set. Check. And take off speed and thrust right and right. So we've not done that yet, so we'll get into that. Didn't burn that much from tubeless Doncaster. I mean, it is. I must say, it is surprisingly sufficient for a massive airplane. And I've taken it on. I did try it out in a short field takeoff before I endeavored to do this, but it's incredible what this airplane can do, and I'm assuming it's accurate anyway. Right, so we want to go init. I'll tell you what we've not done is get our INS or ADS started. So we'll do that, and you always do the left, right, and center thing. I don't know if that actually matters on the A380, but that's kind of like a normal thing. We can start putting on the fuel tanks. Well, actually, no, we won't yet because we're not ready for that. Crew supply can come on. I'll tell you one thing I don't know what it is this one up here. Oop. And it's not going to let me, I think, is it 9? This guy, what's NSS data to avionics? Does anybody know what that's for? But I'm going to turn it on because it seems to want to be turned on. The emergency lights can be armed as well, so that's fine. Okay, we have APU power available. It is great. And we can see all of our systems have come to life here. And this, is, of course, comes with SimBrief integration. My nav data is out of date, is it? Already? Oh well. Well, we'll just have to cope. So you click on that, receive company flight plan, and then once you click that, it gives you an option to insert clear. So we go insert. I have noticed a few offhanded bugs every so often, but it's not anything that to take away from an amazing experience. Swiss, on the other hand, I am going to call him out. Swiss 02 or Swiss 01 or whatever you want to call it. He seemed to think that the airplane has a bug where it just starts climbing by itself. But I wonder which build he has. I'll just say that. So Swiss, if you're watching this, let us know which build you got and how you got it. because I have not seen anything like that. This thing is, for an alpha build, this is absolutely solid. It's better than most payware builds on day one. It is incredible what they've done here today. Right, so we've got that in. Anyway, we can go to departure, and going to the flight plan. Today's departure is oh, looking at the wrong place. Runway 32. And I tell you what, this is really weird to use, but once you get used to it, it is so convenient. It's so quick. It's definitely a complete evolution on the FMC. So for anyone who thinks, oh, I prefer the old one with the buttons, okay, that's fine if you're nostalgic. But in terms of convenience and information, this thing is awesome, absolutely awesome. So it's the Nick 1C departure today. No transition, so we hit that temporary tape flight plan. You can see that that's coming, and then we go to LBSF. Arrival will be runway 27, and we'll do the ILS. Said 27, why not? And via, do we come through Rubov? I don't know, actually. I can talk through the flight plan quickly. So yeah, so we're taking off from Tivat. This is really scenic as well. We're going to get amazing views as we take off from Tivat. Big old kind of left-hand roundabout. Good view of the mountains as we come up to Nick. I love these names. Whoop. Very good. And then up to Ramap. It's fairly straightforward, really, but it's really pretty scenery. Coming into NISFA, we'll be using the NISFA 4H approach today as we swing by the Sophia airport in Georgia, which will be on our left-hand side, and then making a left-hand approach to base, and finally straight into on the ILS into Sophia. Sophia is not a massive airport, but it is a big old runway, which is going to really help us today with the A380. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. And Dark Fury says the NSS is a central node through which terminals are able to communicate with avionics systems. Oh, okay. Access data and applications stored in the NSS mass memory storage. That sounds really cool. I have no idea what it does, but it sounds really neat. Dan says, you know what's quite sad? The A380X is light years ahead of the Airbus A380, and it's free. Yeah, well, this is really not. Yeah, I mean, this is embarrassing almost, isn't it? It's. But I think what we need to say is massive congrats to Fly By Wire and the entire team. Everybody that worked on this is absolutely incredible what they've done here today. I really, you guys are just. Mwah. Spectacular. Thank you so much. You've done so much for the flight sim community already. Sorry, I'm just looking at where is Rubov. So Rubov's actually here. So we could do that. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. The thing with Rubov is you have to be above 6,000, but I suspect that's almost required when it comes to there's no transition. So temporary flight plan. Right, so you notice all of this is yellow. If I go into plan mode here, all yellow dots, what does that indicate? That means it's not yet committed. So how you do it is you just go insert temporary, poof, and it all becomes green and becomes a thing. There you go, and that's how you do your flight plans. And if we want, we can scroll through it. We can see what's happening here. I'll just back up a bit. Everything looks okay. And as we go through this, I'll show you kind of. Oop, is there discontinuity there? No, it's not. That's fine. but all these buttons still work as well. So you get flight plan. Performance now, we don't have a takeoff calculator yet on the A380 as you do on the 320. So we are going to use SimBrief. And we can do that now. Oop. So if we go to takeoff performance, message from Nighthawk, hi, my stream has frozen, might be my laptop, let Willy know. Okay, right, okay. Okay, hopefully he gets back. We're going to be a little bit of time anyway. So yes, we have the takeoff performance in SimBrief, which is going to really help us out here because we don't have any other ways to do it. There you go. So we've got V1 129 129 148 with a flex temperature of 66. So if I now go back into the airplane, and what I really love about this, you can just click on these and just type in with your keyboard, which is kind of cheating, but, well, it's not really, because that's what pilots are essentially doing. They're hitting their hitting the numbers with their buttons, with their fingers, I should say. And we'll do a flex there, and it's going to be today 66. So that is cool. That's great to go. Transition now to 10,000 days, so we'll bear that in mind. And then we go to back to a network here. Departure, we've covered that, so that's all set. Nav aids, just to go through it, just sets VORs, nothing really interesting. You can see it's already preset the ILS frequency for Sophia. And then if we go to fuel and load, okay, so today we've got 26.1 tons of fuel, and we've got a zero fuel weight of 302,007. So if we go, what did I say, 302? 302, yeah. Just 302 on the nose. So put that in with a block of, I think we said 26, didn't we? Let's double check. Yep, 26.1. That's cool. So 26.1. Should get a, oh, center of gravity is oh, go away. Go away. This song's pants, isn't it? Try blues. Bit better. Okay. Center of gravity is, oh, is that not done yet? Center of gravity is 35.82. And you also have this thing which is takeoff THS FOR. I'm not quite sure what the THS FOR is, but it's basically your trim. Trim setting based on your center of gravity. So you can see that 37's in there is the target. And if I hold trim down, I think at the moment nothing's going to happen because there's not enough power to move that without the engines running. I don't know if that's accurate, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've got all that set now. If we return, can check that takeoff speeds and thrust. Yes, we've definitely done that. And beacon is on, getting ready to go. Click on that. That's that checklist done. Moving on, we've got we're ready to start the engine. So get all of our fuel. This is nuts. I mean, look at this. There are more pumps than anything on anything I've ever seen, but they all work. They all do stuff. trim tanks. There we go. The crank button, though, there's some things that are more Boeing-esque about this plane, which is interesting. So, including the engine start lever or knob on the top, and we can start with 1 and 2. Now, I'm going to turn the music down for a sec because this is so good. It's so good. I mean, the noises are just ready. Oh, Nighthawk's back. Brilliant. We're just about to start engine 1 and 2. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2, guys. Listen to this. It's unreal. It's unreal. Oh my god. That's so good. They're amazing. Yeah, Dan, you hit it. I mean, they're awesome. How good is that? And this is, guys, this is free. This is free. Oh, that was loud. This is absolutely free. It's unbelievable. I had a massive smile on my face yesterday when I was starting up the engines. Oh, got a master caution. Not sure what that's for. What's that? Transponder standby. That's all right. Okay, we'll deal with that. Leave that warning up. Let's get 3 and 4 going. But it's just, I mean, I don't know. This add-on was designed by passion. It was made on passion and love. It's just, there's no other way to describe it. It's just freaking amazing. It's incredible. The animations are awesome. And I mean, they're talking about a 25% performance hit, maybe, but it's not that bad. Not that I've seen anyway. It's awesome. Just really, really, really amazing. I think it's memory hungry, guys. So I happen to have 32 gigs of RAM. So if you're anything less than that, consider upgrading your RAM. That's going to help you. It's just beautiful. It's a work of art. It is. Sorry, I appreciate that's probably a bit loud. Buy-by-wire. If we could throw money at you, we would. That's all I can say. Absolute amazing. Round of applause. You guys are awesome. If any of you are watching, I cannot thank you enough. We're so delighted with what you brought to our world. It is just awesome. We know that not everything works, but we know that you guys are working on it, and we can't wait to see what this is going to be. But as it is out of the gate, it's awesome. Same with the flap slats. Yes. Oh well, here, let's go for that. So we need flaps 1. I don't know if we got there with that, did we? Yeah, flaps 1, TH4. So that should be what do we say? 37. Well, it's 36 point something, 35.8. As long as the coffee machine works, it's all good. Yeah. So, anyways, this calls for flaps 1. So watch this. I'm gonna set it when we go out of the cockpit, though, so you guys can see it. Okay. Ready? Listen to this. Actually, I'm going to turn it up as well. Because it's just awesome. It's so good. Right, here we go. And this is spot. This is on point. So we can't see the slats are moving at the front. So, but now here come the flaps. Oh my god, I feel like a kid in a candy store. It's awesome. Initial altitude. Let's go for about 7,000 at the start, just to see it level off. Actually, I'll tell you what. We'll go for 5,000 so we get some lovely views coming out of Tivat, because it is a beautiful area in Montenegro. Is there anything else we need to worry about at the moment? So let's go to our checklist. Transponder, yes, right. So to get that, you can either go you can go the drop down up here and select. Oh, sorry, it's actually up here. You can select up here, or easiest way, just hit serve down here. So then you get your squawk. So we'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch that to auto, so that comes on, and that's where your TCAS and TAR really comes in. So that will have cleared that warning. Auto brake to RTO, you do that by clicking. Well, we'll do that for takeoff. So anyway, so we're ready to go. We can bring off the APU, put on the taxi light. There. Christian says almost it's Guten Tag. What was this about? Guter Tag. Guter Tag. Guter. It's like a guy from Texas trying to speak German. Hey, Guter Tag there, pal. The seats move and have sounds, do they? All right, cool. Who's the poor sod that had to work on that feature? I think, do we see tiller move? Yeah, there. Even the tiller, you can see tiller moving as well. It's very cool. There should be a pull-out tray here. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, is that a rudder lock? Anyway, that's not why we're here. Right, so we're doing a runway 27. Let me just check on that on the old sim brief here. So we are here. So we were gonna have to buy. Or sorry, what was it? Runway 32, I think, wasn't it? Runway 32. So we're gonna backtrack and turn around. And yes, this is when the airplane's gonna show that it's just a little bit too big for this airport. But you're gonna be absolutely amazed on what it can do. Okay, so I think we can put the brakes off, and we can start our taxi. It does take a little bit of engine power to get this guy going. But it will turn. Okay, we're just about to get in the runway, so we're going to hold there. Let's get our landing lights on and strobes. You'll notice that some of these things don't quite work yet. We can put engine start off, and AP bleed can come off as well. Just a quick check if anything else upstairs is fine. No, it's all looking good. Check both directions. You see Nighthawk's rolling out. So we're gonna have to wait for him. Nighthawk wants to roll off first. That's fair enough. I need to back up. Oh, here's something we could try. How powerful are these engines? Oh, that's super loud. Okay. We're at a small airport. Let's reverse thrust. Let's see this. I don't think that quite worked. No, full reverse is not going to do it for us. Okay, so we're gonna. I think we're just gonna have to sloop. Like that, because those wings are huge. So if I don't want to get sliced off by, and we'll put parking brakes. Make sure parking brakes are on. That's good. Okay, we're stable. Let's go outside and we'll get get a capture of Nighthawk in his short field takeoff here. Hang on. Video intro is misleading. Are you flying to Sophia Airport or a female friend, Sophia, background? Yeah, the first one. The first one. Oh, have I spelled Sophia wrong? Is that the reason? Right, okay. I know what you're on about now. Mrs. Dippy's in. She says, hello, everyone. How you doing? I can't change it now. I can't change the intro now. It's in the past, so... go back to normal ops. So Nighthawk is he's taken the grass as to be expected. I will not do that, but you will see quite shortly that it is very, very difficult to get this airplane turned around on a place like Tivat. As long as Sophia's happy, yeah, that's it. She's the one waving back when you fly. So I think for this, what we're going to do... do it this way? Here we go. This should be cool. Try and position the camera so we don't get run over. Where's J-Hog? I have no idea. I'm not sure. Hopefully he's alright. Well, your engine's spooling. And off he goes. Okay, let's do this ourselves, huh? You know, J-Hog is away for the weekend, but since you're cutting grass, right? Yeah, exactly. Right. Let's see where the sim noises are here. Okay, let's get ourselves out to the runway. So take brakes off again. Can you imagine the wake turbulence that this is going to cause in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? That's all I can say. Okay. Probably start the clock. That could have happened already, I think. And right, engines to idle. Do our checklist here. We need auto brake RTO, so we do that by hitting this button here. That's set. Ground spoiler should be armed, and the takeoff config test, which is somewhere here. There. Oh, the pitch trim. Yeah. Right. So how do we deal with that? So we need to get this within the target, which is 37. Currently, it's 42.7. Because we now have hydraulics, we can pull back our trim till until we get the target. Anything within the green zone is generally considered good, and the airplane's able to cope at that point. And Christian says that's actually the only three issues I have with it at the moment: auto rotation, wrong climb performance, weird handling on approach. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't know because I've never flown a 380, so I can only, it's the best reference I got. But yeah, it does seem to be fairly spry for its size. I'll say that. But maybe, I mean, is there any chance that it could be like that in real life? That's the thing. And Dan says, and it will be on this occasion because we've got 4 massive, powerful engines with 5 passengers and 1,500 kilograms of fuel, right? Our cargo. So I mean, we're super light. If this thing was fully loaded, maybe different story, right? So have you actually tried it like on a full load, I guess would be my question, as if you're going long haul. 380 for the size is really sporty. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. But it feels a bit too light and sensitive. Okay. But are you just arbitrarily saying that, or do you actually know that for the fact that it's wrong? I guess that's what I'm asking. I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm just wanting to know how you form that opinion. Wait till 2024 and wake turbulence. Yeah, exactly. I know. So yes, you can backtrack in Tivat. It's just an alpha, yeah, exactly. I know. It's just that. That's the funny thing. I mean, people are like, "Oh, this is awesome," you know, blah blah blah. Oh, I kind of don't like that. Oh, but then again, it's just an alpha, and it's like, yeah, it's like Alpha V version 1. It's freaking crazy. That's what 380 pilots have said. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Dan says, I'm actually surprised that President of the United States hasn't upgraded the 7472. No, because they need 4 engines, and they won't buy European. So what are you left with? Here you go, guys. It is possible. As long as there's no other airplanes at the airport, yes, you can depart from Tivat in a 380. Awesome. Okie doke. Yeah, that was Alright, that's enough on target. So we just take this off plan. Trims in position now, so I don't necessarily know. Oh, clear that caution. FMS disagree. Okay. Hang on. Let's go check that out. 35.8, that's why. So let's change it to 35.8. Does that clear that warning? Or I'm not quite understanding this properly. I'm not entirely certain. I will be honest here. It should be 37. Okay. So let's make it 37. Still not clearing that area though. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. I mean, at the grand scheme of things, it's within range. The fly-by-wire system can deal with it. The thing is, it's not going to let me move forward here. So what? Press to take off config again. Okay. Yeah, still saying the same thing. So that's a new one for me. I haven't seen that already. I remember they said the 747 can withstand a nuclear blast. Not convinced. Yeah, well. Clear and try again. Yeah, it's not really doing that. That's not clickable. It seems to be locked. It could be a bug. It could potentially be a bug. Oh, right. Okay, here we go. Seatbelts on. Yep, that's fine. Ground spoilers arm. Flaps are takeoff as RTO. That is correct. Takeoff config normal. TCAS, right. So go to TCAS. We can now go to that. We can turn TARA in there. This is all in-op at the moment, so we don't need to worry about that. We got TAWS, and then if we want, we can put on the terrain and constraints. So bring that in, which is really cool. That helps full, and I think we should be good to go. Never had that. Yeah, you keep getting that. Just ignored it. Yeah, fair enough. Well, it's fine now. So. I don't know why that's 37, but obviously something calculates it and says it needs to be that. Right. Anything else we need to do, guys? Everything on takeoff. Things are good. Seatbelts are on. No lights to mention that we need to worry about. I think we can go. All right, here we go. So let's improve our lineup a little bit. We are light. We only have 5 passengers. And we only have 1,500 kilos of cargo. Okay, spooling. Brakes off. Flex SRS. Well, we are getting a warning there. It's probably the trim again. It's fine. We'll just keep going. There's a rotate. And gears up, guys. Oh, yeah, I'm missing something, aren't I? Flight director, come on, autopilot. I don't know why all throttle's not there, actually. It's interesting. Flaps can come in. Oh, the engines are just insane, really are. She's a beast. A beast. She is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, we are in climb position now on throttle. We've hit 250 knots, so that's fine. We should actually be lower than that. I don't know why she's going that quick. We've hit our 5,000 feet though, so let's that's one thing actually. Where's the cruise? I think we missed something in the actually, now that I think about it. Trip wind, yeah, we've missed a few things here. Okay, that's fine. 350 is our flight today, so let's get that in. There we go. Managed. Like a purring cat on steroids. I like it. I like it. I'll tell you what, it's quiet in the cockpit, so if I go to see if I can find what's how the other half live, that's all I say. So that's what you see there, but if let's go up to that's first class. Look at that. That's the seat I want. Another glass of champagne, please. Pretty cool. Yeah, the climb performance does seem a little bit rapid, doesn't it? Oh! I'm pitching up a bit here. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure what's... Maybe a bug or two. Maybe a bug or two. Let's see if we can get it reinitialized. It's definitely climbing like a proverbial rocket, though, that's for sure. Didn't have this issue yesterday. These things happen. These things happen. Speed is selected but 100 knots. Oh yeah, so you're right. You're right. Right, let's put that in the manage mode then. How's that work? I don't know why that's come off actually. Maybe because I hadn't put it in manage mode in the first place. That could be the issue. But yeah, you're right. That seems to be balancing itself out now. So there you go. Good shout, Christian. Thank you for that. There we go. That's it. Yeah, that was the issue. Thank you, sir. Pilot error. Every time I'm trying to blame the airplane. Trying to blame the Alpha. The only bug is in here. You climb the 80 with vertical speed because you don't like the climb rate? Fair enough. Like I said though, mate, I got 5 passengers. I only have 1,500 kilograms of cargo. And I've got 4 massive engines with a hell of a lot of power. Why not? Now, I think the test would be next week. We'll actually go fully loaded, like fully loaded. Although fuel will be probably on the light side, but we'll. Having said that, we could probably take off with heavy fuel, maybe adjust it on the way. I'm not sure, but I think you're only really going to see the proper. To see the airplane fully laden, you really need to do a long haul, full passengers, full tanks. Okay, we've completed our circle. Taking off from Tivat, now we'll head towards Sophia. Quiz time. What is the maximum takeoff weight of the 380? I don't know. Dimensions on 380 are ridiculous. It can fit more weight and fuel than 350 weights. Max, yeah. It is a behemoth. And you can tell that because there's so many fuel pumps up here. I don't know where to start. It's absolutely enormous. Okay. Just gonna bring those sim noises down. We can bring a bit of music in. All right. What was I gonna do now? Oh, news. Complete behind the times. I'm probably gonna we'll get up to cruise level. I'm probably gonna just go grab a coffee. Try to wake myself up a bit, and then we'll get into the news. Excuse me. Oh, what a night! I think there was a song for that, wasn't there? Well, I think we know what the news is this week anyway, isn't it? Fly-by-wire. So many content creators absolutely excited about this airplane, and so they should be. Excuse me. Right. Oh, we'll get her settled into cruising altitude first. Which, for whatever reason, oh no, she's only at 32,000. So, I mean, that's like 33,000 already. I mean, oh my god. Train radar can come off though. We can turn that off. How long before he plants himself in the mountains? Oh, Innsbruck. Ooh. You've slowed down so I can catch up. Okay. And there's cruising altitude, guys. It's almost like you pulling on the reins. Whoa, Nelly. Look at them throttle back. 70%. That's insane. Too much power. Too much power. Absolutely astonishing. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Stay with us. See you in a minute. Oh, back with you guys. Okay, where are we? Are we on track? That's the question. Right, let's get into the news. Well, shall we start with the first one? Needless to say, Fly-by-Wire has released the 380. And how do we know that? Because we're flying it. Biggest passenger jet in the world, yes. It is the first time we've had a high-fidelity heavy, proper heavy, in the sim. Although some may argue that the PMDG 777 is a heavy, that's fair enough. That's understandable. But certainly the first four-engined heavy, I would say, of any consequence has now appeared. And we love it. We're enjoying it, aren't we? PMDG, not to let the spotlight totally go away, but they have revealed that they're going to capture the entire history of the 747 Legacy, but they're only going to do it in the new version of Flight Simulator, so it will not be something that is backward compatible 2020. And this is something that PMDG does quite regularly. What they haven't actually said is whether they're going to provide a free update for the 777 and the 737 for 2024. So we will wait and see what happens. But so it should be quite interesting, actually, that. NZA Simulations has released Wanaka region in New Zealand. It looks really, really cool. And just to give you an idea, I presume it's kind of more of a rural area in New Zealand, possibly. I'm not sure. Yeah, it sounds good. So you can go and pick that up if you like flying around New Zealand. You want some more detail around that area. It does include Wanaka Airport as well. Oh, is that Wanaka? So that, yeah, looks very nice, very pleasant. Inabuilds, they've come out with an airport for Innsbruck, which is really cool. I'm actually very tempted by this one. And it looks awesome. Really, really good. Yeah, so here, just going through some of the screenshots. A lot of really good interior modeling as well. Oh, she's cute. Then... And a lot of the external buildings, so like you got some hangars there and things like that. But that looks really nice at night, doesn't it? So it's looking pretty good. So if you're a big fan of Innsbruck like me, and I dare say we might end up back there on the Around the World tour at some point, go and check that out. And finally, we have the the VRAS. Which has been developed by, I don't know who the developer is, though. Runway Awareness and Advisory System. I saw A330 driver had this running on his stream. To me, it's a little bit annoying, but bonus trip, send them the Luclair apparel. Yeah. Ding, 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 winner. Actually, where are we at? Well, I should do a quick check. Top of descent, still about 120 miles off, so that's fine. Sorry, back to the news there. So yeah, VRAS. It's apparently this is a real system, though. It does exist in airplanes, so it does clever things like it says, if you're approaching runway 25, it goes approaching runway 25. Or if you're running out of runway, it says 1,500 meters left or something like that. Anyway, so but it is based on actual systems that live in airplanes. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. But I would go. I think it's A330 driver. Go check him out. He is actually using it on his recent broadcast lately. So you can go check that and actually hear what it sounds like. But yeah, it's all good. It's all cool. Adds to the the authenticity of flying a airliner. So yeah, here's some of the alerts here. Too fast. Nobody wants to be told that. Anyway, there you go. That was the news, guys. Let's get back into it. Okay. It's helpful to think of it like Siri Google Maps. Yeah. Said every pilot wished for it and never. Oh man. I mean, see, the problem with all these automated things is it's all great until it goes wrong, until it doesn't work. Because people start becoming dependent on it, and then they stop thinking. They lose their situational awareness. And I'll give you an example. I've got a good story about that. Sometimes too much automation is a bad thing. When it don't work, buy batteries. Yeah. Okay, top percent is just over 80 miles, so I'm going to bring that back to 480. Keep an eye on that. After we passed ram up, we will put in our approach information actually at this point. So we go to performance and approach up here. Quite like the way they've implemented that actually. QNH 1019. This is great. Now watch. You can set that in. It will go off, but it remembers. So when you switch it, you can preset the QNH without having to switch it as standard. Thank you, Fly by Wire. I appreciate that. And what were we going to? Sorry, QNH 1019, 18 degrees, 2713. So let's get that in. QNH 1019, 18 degrees. What did we say the winds were? 27013. 27013, yeah. Yeah, it's just lovely to work with too. There you go, and that's calculated a headwind pretty much at 13 knots. That's right. That's nice. That's interesting to see that actually. Approach 137. Decision height for let's see where. So platform altitude 3600, and the decision height is 1845 barrel. That's ready to go. And the other thing about the Flyboy A380, the FMSs are completely independent. Hooray! Because that was one thing that used to irk me. You couldn't set one FMS to something and the other with the other on the 320. But no more, no longer. They're now fully independent, which is really cool. And we're still about, what? Still about 70 miles. I'm just going to, you can already set up BTV. What's BTV, by the way? There have been many accidents where pilots don't trust the automation or over-trust it. Yeah, exactly. A lot of airliners suggest in their standard operating procedures and FCOMs that pilots don't rely on the automation too much to prevent things like skill fade. Correct. Yes. Agreed. Wholeheartedly. Absolutely 100% correct. So my story was, I had a car that had one of these reverse sensors on it. So, you know, as you're going backwards, if it was getting close to something, it started going beep, 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 you know, and got faster as you got closer. So, you know, it was good. I was quite happy with that. And then, but I found that I stopped looking behind me. Or at least paying attention to how close things were behind me, if you know what I mean. And that bit me properly in the ass one day. So what happened was, I was parked, I was reversing in a spot, and there was a car across the road parked on the street. I saw the car, it was all fine, but I thought the sensor will tell me when I'm getting too close. This time the sensor was broken, unbeknownst to me, and it didn't go off at all. And I slammed right into the side door of this car parked across the street. Now, I left a note on the car. I actually met the guy. It was an older car, thankfully, and he had a uncle who was like a collision mechanic. So he's like, don't worry about it. We can fix it. But can you just rather than go through the insurance, he said, as long as you can buy the damage the wheel well cover. So I said, if you can buy that for me, then we'll call it even. I went, really? Okay, how much is that? And he went, 40 quid. I'm like, cool. So that was it. Yeah, a handshake and £40, and that was it. Didn't have to go through the insurance or anything. But I felt infinitesimally stupid that I'd hit his car, and I told him that too. I hit the car because I got dependent on this backup sensor going beep beep beep, and then the one day that it didn't work, wham. So now I don't actually want a car that has that, and even if I do, I don't believe it. I just ignore it. So there you go. That's my story about being reliant on automation. Okay, top descent is just over 40 miles. I'll be right back. I just need to go grab something quick, and we'll start landing this guy in Sophia. Okay guys, I am back with you. Let's do this top of descent. 10 miles. Oh, was it 10 miles? 20 miles. 20 miles. And we want 3600. The airplane will fly the constraints. The VNAV on this works wonderfully, but actually. Excuse me. All good. See that starting to come in now. I've not really had a proper play around with this yet, but it does some really cool stuff from what I've seen on other streams. Dan says, sorry I missed that. He says, I find sensors and the McGann can be oversensitive. We had all the quadrants light up and scream. I got outside and looked, and there's a good 400 to 500 millimeters of space. Yeah. Did I see the PR livery? No, I haven't. You haven't done that quickly, surely. Oh my god. Guys. Wait, I gotta do top of the scent. I gotta do top of the scent first. We have a surprise from Flight Designs. Flight Design, I should say. Dark Fury, the magician that he is, has produced a positive rate livery for the A380. Dark, you're awesome, man. You're all full of awesome. I don't know what else I can say. Okay, we're close enough. Let's stick that in the manage mode. Plane will begin its descent. See those engines spooling back. I mean, that's a screenshot and a half right there, isn't it? Look at it. It is stunning piece of effort from Fly-by-Wire. We don't call him Legend Dark Fury for nothing. Exactly. He is a legend in every sense of the word. Right. Let me show this. Hang on. See if I can get it up in open in browser. Guys. Flight does a big thank you to Dark Fury and Flight Design for our new positive rate livery for the Airbus 380. Very simple but elegant and awesome. Thank you so much. And I love how he's done the sharklets with the same thing as well. Isn't she great? Huge round of applause, guys. Put some applause in the chat for Dark. Absolutely amazing. Really cool. What I didn't check, Dark, is whether you've actually released that to deliveries, but I suspect he has. Posted some livery pics and screenshots. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for that. I obviously, if I've missed that, I'm behind the times today, so I probably, had I looked quicker, I could have had that ready. And yes, if you go to liveries, there it is. A Wild 380 has appeared in the positive rate livery folder. You can go and grab that right now, guys. Dark, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Huge thank you to Dark and Flight Design for producing yet another spectacular livery for the for positive rate and for the Airbus 380. Really cool. Okay, right. Let's do a little brief here. So we've got it's a pretty straightforward approach. It's basically a left-hand approach with an ILS as well. So once we get closer down, the airplane's going to fly through its constraints. The next of which is not a lot, really. So it's pretty much tabulating down to... it does get a bit funky when you're trying to click on these things too far away, though. There's really no altitude constraints until we get to Rubiv, or BAGPIP anyway, 4100. So it's calculating against that. It will do it absolutely perfectly. I've flown an approach with the 380 already. It's extremely reliable so far, right out of the gate. Absolutely amazing. Again, Swiss, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Saying that was pitching up, so either you had a bad build, and if you had a bad build, we all know what you did, or you possibly missed something, and I missed something today because the speed was not in managed mode. And that was an oversight that I don't usually make, but probably because, you know, big new fancy airplane, it's something I missed. Guess the airport. What do you mean, guess the airport? Alright, let me see if I can find these pics then. Wake up. I just saw that. Let's see what we can see here. Oh, lovely. What a shot. There's, that's Nighthawk. He's already had the livery downloaded and flying. Look at that. Isn't that great? Fan-doodly-tastic. Absolutely awesome. Great. And here we were having that discussion yesterday, weren't we, Dark Fury? What livery are you going to fly? And I'm like, well, I'll just do the stock. And you know what? To be fair, I'm glad to do that. That's the team, guys. Fly-by-wire. That's what you're looking at. It's amazing. All sorts of amazing. Plane is descending now. I think we can... well, the seatbelts were on the whole time, so that's fine. We'll just leave them on. And I haven't turned any lights off. I missed all sorts of stuff today. All sorts of stuff. Anyway. And the one thing I've noticed, you can do config 3 here. There is no longer a button that you have to depress to avoid warnings. You can just do the config 3. It'll just figure it out for you, which is cool. And you can see it just by actively clicking on it, changes the V approach, which is really cool. So 140 knots. We'll do config 3 today. 140 knots landing speed. Yeah, great screenshots. I agree, Mrs. Tippy. Yeah, they are. Nighthawk's a bit of a master at the screenshot side of things, actually. So what do you mean by guess the airport then, Dart? Well, 5:30 this morning I was doing that from Manchester? Innsbruck? Right. Okay. We should actually get visual of the airport. There it is. Look really closely. There's the airport there. There's Sophia. Very long runway, 11,000 feet. We don't need anywhere near that. Again, we can go back to SimBrief. Do a landing performance calculation here. Flap setting will be 3. Calculate. Flap 3, brakes auto 1, so I think that will be low in this case. VREF add 5. So what is that saying for the VAP actually? Landing distance 5,000 feet, totally achievable. And if we're looking at the airport map here, so we are coming in runway 27. If we play our cards right, we should be able to get exit on Foxtrot there, and then just come straight into the terminal and find a place to park. Until then, see some of the nice views out here. Just amazing. Such a massive wing as well. It really feels like you're on you're flying on the shoulders of a Titan. I mean, the detailing on this airplane, and this is only the 4K textures, which I can't even see anyway. It's just phenomenal. I mean, the 8K textures must be really something, but who the heck is using the 8K textures? I get a little bit of a giggle. I mean, this must be some people out there, some very, very powerful PCs and also some very expensive displays. It's pretty nuts. Okay, we are now into the approach. We don't need to activate the approach mode yet. There is a speed constraint coming up shortly, but that will be at... Can't quite read that. What's that? Archer. We'll be descending to, or dropping our speed to 210. We'll let the plane do that for the moment. I can bring this range back here. See what's happening. There we go. So yeah, we're not dropping till 210 about Archer, so we'll just let the plane fly. Currently, you can see the constraint of 6,000 feet, so that's what the VNAV is aiming for. Mr. Tippy's coming. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mr. Tippy. How are you? I take it, did you wake up later than Mrs. Tippy today, then? I mentioned at the start of the stream, I had to catch up with my sister last night, and we got into the wine a bit more than I overindulged. And my son was tapping me this morning about 9 o'clock saying, "You getting up?" I'm like, I said, "It's too early." I said, "What time is it?" He goes, he says, 10 past 9. I went, "What?" And then we had a power cut. So I'm hungover and delayed from the power cut and just generally bleh. Nothing ever happens on its own. It's always like multiple things that go wrong at the same time. Caught in 4K calling 911 for flying drunk. Hey, Sunil, how are you? Yeah, that's it. Just working on a few quotes so the missus can edit and send them off. All right. What kind of business are you into? Are you at liberty to say? That sounds very interesting. Working on a Saturday as well. What a shame. But a lot of people do now. I love the terrain around here is just really cool. It's a beautiful flight, this. I didn't actually intend it to be so scenic. But, yeah, as soon as you start looking outside, it's... Maybe not that one. The other one. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Beautiful, beautiful area. Bulgaria we're landing in, I think. Okay, we're getting prompted to go to our Q&H. We'll just do a quick double check there and make sure that is still the same. Oh! What's happened there? Right, Q&H is still 1019. We've got 21230. I don't know if that's changed. Oh, that's maybe changed a bit. Sorry, that's wrong. 27016. Yes, so the winds have increased a little bit. So we'll plug that in, that's fine. Temperature and QNH remain the same. Sunil says, just started a long haul from India to Australia. Oh, wow, cool. Surfing around YouTube, checking out new channels while you ain't doing... You turned on the autopilot. Oh, wow, no, thanks for tuning in, mate. Really appreciate your company. Hopefully we get a subscription out of you. Also, you can... Streambot's working now, guys, as well. So, but yeah, join the old Discord there, Sunil, as well. Love to have you along. Be a member of the family. And are you flying the 380 today, sir? Have you had a chance to get that out of the hangar yet? Okay, we are approaching our base turn here. The plane has slowed down. Now, I might actually intervene on the speed side temporarily, so I'm gonna not do that. I'm going to We'll drop it down to about 200. Plane is still descending, so their next will be about 5,000 feet by Rubiv, but we'll see how that intercepts with the ILS. We can turn on the landing system though, because we should be getting the localizer, and we are. So once we go on base, we'll arm that localizer and let the aircraft fly the beam as opposed to the GPS. Sino says, I tried the 380 today, but hell no, not flying till they get more in it. All right. I think it's pretty awesome so far. But, yeah, I have come across a few things that aren't working, to be fair. But, I mean, for an alpha, and it's free, it's amazing. Okay, we are coming up to our base. Should see that airplane moving shortly. Let's go to a passenger view here. There's Night Hockey's on his final. Good luck on your landing, sir. Oh, that's a good point, Dan. Yeah, they do collect... they learn from how people use the product, yeah. I mean... Guaranteed, a year from now, this is going to be, 10 times better. It's going to have a lot more stuff implemented. Any defects that are going to be found in the next few weeks will be gone, obviously. And they do fix... It's one thing I love about the Fly-by-Wire team is they release so many patches so quickly. And they did what I was hoping they were going to do. So they put out a stable build first, so they knew that this was generally all right. So there's probably a whole slew of features that we've just not had a chance to see yet because they've just not given exposure to us yet. But that's to be expected. I mean, I think they want things to get a little bit more settled before they start giving us access to the development version. So you had the 780 landing rate with that. Ooh. You're like, whoa. Quite right.
Dang.
Oh, we got a sub. Was that from Yitchit? I think it was Sunil. Oh, thank you very much, Sunil. I really appreciate that. Very, very much appreciated. Okay. We are now turning final. We can arm the localizer. Which is not that. Localizer, there we go. And the aircraft is now tracking. We got loc indication in our ICAST there, so that is cool. We can activate approach phase as well. Confirm. That will slow us down to green dot, which in this case is 180. We drop first stage of flaps here. Let's listen to those again. Awesome. Ugh. Absolutely phenomenal. 19 miles to run to Sophia. We are below the glide scope beam. We can see that now. Airplane is flying constraints. We have to be above 6,000. Above 6,000 at Rubiv. That could be training related as well. Yes, it is. The ground is rather high here. So that's perfect. The airplane's doing exactly what it should be doing. Oh, there. Hey! Oh, we got a £2 tip from Notelix. Thank you so much, sir. Really, that's been a while since we had a tip, eh? Oh my goodness gracious. Let's do. Should we do the spin? Let's do the spin. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much coming in with that £2 donation. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you so much for that. It does help. Careful with the crosswinds. Yeah.
Traffic.
Oh, and we've got TRRA. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to put this into TA only. I suspect there is some sort of military airplane around me. Oh no! It's Nighthawk. Look at that. So let's slow this bird down. Right down. .165 should do. Yeah, we're just a little bit close here, aren't we? I should probably go into hold. I wonder if we could maybe try and do that quickly. Let's see. How quickly can we do that? TOGA hold?
Traffic.
Right time? Yeah, that'll do. Let's try that. Does it work? Oh my god. That is cool. Sorry. That is really cool. So we're actually flying over him now. There's a screenshot and a half, eh? I like it. Alright, so we'll let Nighthawk get down. We're just, we've got a... and there's the hold come in. Look at this. That is awesome. This is an alpha, guys. A freeware alpha. And that is implemented perfectly. That is just incredible. Right, we'll instruct the airplane to hold at 5,000, I think, first. There we go. So we're gonna hold at 5,000. We'll do this hold. Actually, we can send to 4,000. Let's do that. And let's see what the airplane does. This is pretty cool. It's actually been a... I'm glad that there was an issue there with Nighthawk in front of us, so that we can see how this airplane performs. We'll just change it to nav mode so we can get a bit more situational awareness. Here we're coming into the hold now. Let's see what happens. Nighthawk should be around there somewhere, isn't he? Oh, there he is. Yep, so Nighthawk's on approach. Getting closer. Oh, is it going to hold, though? I don't think it will. No, it doesn't look like it's actually taken to the holds. Okay, so at this point, that's fine. So we will do a hold ourselves. Did you think I was sneaking up on you? Yes, I did. When the TARA went off, yeah, I did, yeah. I did, yeah. You caught me. So we put TARA back on.
2,500.
Okay, that's us holding steady at 4,000 now. We will fly and backtrack until we can get under the glide scope. Pretty straightforward pattern here. And it also gives Nighthawk a chance to get down. There he is. Plus, it gives me an extra 5 minutes to fly in this amazing add-on. I'm not complaining at all. Okay, so we are going to watch that glide scope beam and wait until we get below it. We can then turn and intercept at that point. I'll bring out the second stage of flaps there. And bring out that mighty gear. Let's see it. Just get us ready for landing. We are doing a flaps 3 landing today. Astonishing. Astonishing. Okay, we are now flying underneath the beam. So we'll go about another mile. And turn back to intercept 273, get the approach armed as well. That should do it. And we'll arm approach. Let's see how easily this airplane grabs the both the localizer and the glide scope. Direct to tube tow. Yes, I could have done that. You're right. No, you're right. I could have done that. I'm actually just using the instrument lining system at this point now. So, but yes, that is one way we could definitely do it. So. Partly because I'm kind of testing the airplane and want to see how well it grabs on. Okay, it is overshooting the localizer. That's partly because it's such a big airplane. We'll see if it catches back. It should do. It should correct. Yep, it is trying to grab it. There it is, sneaking back in here. Wow, this is so good. I'm blown away. For a first edition alpha, this is absolutely astonishing. We'll go flaps 3. And down we go, guys. I can't believe how good this is. It's so good. Stu! Hey, Stu. Sonny says big won't survive, it's huge. That's what she said. Oh, man. Okay, let's get a checklist up here. Approach. So I think if we go approach checklist, barrel rough. Yes, that is set. Minimums are set. Auto brake is low, and we do want the spoilers armed as well. So we'll go through that. Check. Sorry, we want landing as well, don't we? There it is. Sorry, seatbelts on, landing gear is down, ground spoilers are armed, flaps are in config 3 position. We are good to go. We should have these lights on though. Okay, I think I'm ready to take control here. Get the autopilot off. Very similar behavior to the PMDG 737. That alert will keep going until you cancel out. And it's all me now, guys. And you really do feel the weight of this airplane when you're getting blown around.
500.
It takes a lot longer to respond. You really do have to put a lot of inputs in to get things correct.
$300.
There we go.
200.
Well, a little bit of wind there.
100 above.
Starting to feel that.
100. Minimum 50.
Continue.
40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Oh, a little bit of hang time. Come on. Bring that slowly. Bring that nose wheel down. Oh, a little bit. Come on. Not as smooth as I would have liked, but we're not too bad. Reverse thrust coming in. Listen to those engines growl. Oh my god. That is just raw power.
Auto brake off.
Oh man. And of course we only got 5 passengers, so there's no momentum there. Nice landing, says Sunil. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I didn't even see what was the feet per minute rating there. Didn't even see it. I mean, it's a behemoth. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, let's get those APUs started up for us. 243. Oh, that's all right. I can deal with that. Could be worse, could be better, could be worse. See the terminal there coming. Whoa! What the heck was that? That caught me off guard a little bit. It must have been a fighter, but it shows up as an airplane. Okay, let's slow down here. Get the lights off. Nose to taxi. Seatbelts are staying on. That's fine. We can bring in the. Oh, we're overshooting. Overshooting. Where are we? I've lost. Okay, let's just park a set. We'll get the flaps in, and I want to show you guys this. Oh, you can see the spoilers are out there. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at that. That is just freaking awesome. Oh, it makes me smile. It really makes me smile. He's in the tornado. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, that is so good. It's just awesome. Right, where are we going to park, guys? Let's see. We're kind of coming from the wrong direction here, but that's alright. I think I'll go for that gate at the bottom there. Where's Nighthawk anyway? Is he around? Oh, he's on the other side, okay. I'll tell you what, why don't I go opposite to Nighthawk, roughly? We're probably breaking all sorts of taxi rules here, but that's fine. It's not a, it's a default airport, so it's not particularly well marked anyway. It'll be interesting to see what it's like in 2024 if they're actually able to improve on this, because they're using a bit more artificial intelligence to kind of make up stuff when it doesn't actually know exactly what it looks like, which could be cool. Nope, almost. A little bit further. You break the taxi rules all the time. Dan says, I remember Manchester is still behind the engines when it was taxiing past the airport pub garden, and wow, it felt like a hurricane hit you. In fact, and that was at idle power. Wow. There you go. Okay, we are... Parking brakes are on. Engines come off now. There we go. And seatbelts can come off. Put the bleed air on just to get some packs here. Now we got to turn off all the fuel settings. So first we, for the feed tanks, turn standby and then mains. There is a reason for that. I'm not quite sure what it is, but that's what you're meant to do. And then we can proceed and turn off the remaining pumps. We do have external power now, so we can bring that in. Which means we can take off our APU. And beacons on, oh, strobe should be off there. Beacon come off as well. Leave the NADS lights on, and we'll get out. The only thing I did find out is the so the pushback tool that I like to use, unfortunately, is not compatible with this. So I've had to uninstall it. We didn't have to do pushback today, so but yeah, I'm hoping Aerosoft, please get that patched if you can, so that it works with the 380, because that is just it's absolutely critical for that add-on to be compatible with. Right, what was I doing? Services, right? Okay, let's get the jet bridge. We'll get all the stuff out. Why not? Catering truck. Get out all the goodies. I somehow don't think the cargo is going to look like that. Loose suitcases? Nah. Hopefully they get that adjusted. That would be proper cargo containers coming in for this guy. But look at that door opening, though. Oh, man. Yeah, that is not what's going to be loading in there. It's just not. I totally understand that they're using what they already had from the 320. I guarantee, guys, nobody is going to load the 380 or unload the 380 like that. Anyway. Huge thank you to Nighthawk, who's been flying with us today. And there's Stu. Oh, he's flying Tornado. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the Tornado, unfortunately. I'll have to do that mapping thing where you can at least make it look like a fighter. Asiana Airlines, that's not interesting. Of course, we know that Nighthawk is flying the positive rate livery. You can go grab that yourself. Just go into our Discord. Go to liveries, positive rate liveries, and you'll find that Flight Design, our good friend Dark Fury, has graciously provided us with a brand new livery for this incredible Airbus 380 free add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator from the one and only Fly-by-Wire Simulations Studio. It is a massive open source, community-driven studio which has just produced an astonishing add-on. They're calling this an alpha. I'm calling it fantastic. It's just not much else I can say about it, really. It's just absolutely awesome. Dan says, great stream. Thanks, Willy. Long haul to Canada next. Yeah, we can maybe look at that. We were going to have to do a long haul at some point, though, because we are continuing our around the world trip. So, yes, all destinations from Sophia. Throw your suggestions into the Positive Rate Flight Plan chat channel. It must be flyable by either a jet or a prop in under 2 hours. But do throw your suggestions in there. I will consider everything, and let us know where we're going to fly next from Sophia Airport in Bulgaria. who's graciously provided us with 11,000-foot runway to get this big bird down. Until then, I wish you guys a fantastic weekend. All the best to you. It's been great to have you along today. Huge thank you to Nighthawk and all the staff, and of course Mrs. Tippy, Suni, who's Sunil, who's our new subscriber today, and Mr. Mississippi, I did say that right. Christian as well, great to see you as well, and Stu, who's buzzing me, giving me a bit of a wake-up call on this rough morning with his fancy flying. Until then, we'll see you next time, guys. All the best to you, and take care.
Naughty, naughty.